Hello world, this is Jeffrey, GGB146 Blake, coming to you with episode 7 of the Tales of Bulu-Volt. That's right, we're renaming the series from this point forward, but it's still the same series. Kinda crazy. Still running the same list from John Roberts. Let's get a match. Okay, so we see Water, Grass, Psychic, and Colorless. This makes me suspect we're playing against Decidueye Ninetales. It was the coin flip, and that's okay. Okay, so it looks like we have the lovely privilege of starting a lonely Grubbin. Alrighty. Go ahead and click done. And what we'll probably do, if we don't top card anything great, we will Ultra Ball away the Lightning Energy and whatever we top deck. Our opponent plays a Brigette. We see Tapu Koko. We'll get confirmation, but I'm still thinking it's Decidueye Ninetales. And yes, we see Rowlets and Vulpix. And then a pass onto our turn. Okay, so we top deck a Tapu Koko. I do kind of want the Tapu Koko in this match, but we need to get something going. So I think the play here is still going to be Ultra Ball and discard Koko and Lightning Energy. I can't see anything else that works. Part of me wants to just bench Koko and switch, but I think no. I think we need to do the Ultra Ball play. Ultra Ball, discard Koko, discard Lightning Energy, and then we will grab a Lele. Let's check our prizes. Okay, so we've got one Grubbin missing. We've got, looks like all the rest of our Pokemon are there. We're gonna get a Lele. Let's keep looking. Escape Rope, Energy Recycler, Field Blowers, Heavy Balls. We've got a Rare Candy in hand, so they're all there. All the switches are there. Looks like we're missing two Lele. Not two Lele, two Skyla. Looks like we're missing a Grass Energy, the Grubbin, and there's two cards that I'm not placing. Anyway, so we're gonna Lele. We're going to get Brigette to set up our board, and with Brigette, I think it's conceivable that he could KO our Grubbin this turn, and we definitely don't want that to happen because he could do two Feather Arrows, and then, well, heck, he could conceivably do three. Anyway, so I think we want to get another Grubbin. So I think Grubbin, I think Koko, and I think Bulu. Yeah. And then we can attach the Grass Energy to Bulu. Part of me thinks we could switch into Grubbin now, but part of me thinks that we're better off if we wait. So our opponent evolves to a Dartrix and then brings up a Vulpix. So that means that they don't have enough of their parts to get as far along in their development as they want. That's good for us. Oh, wow, okay. So Grubbin is very much going to survive this turn. If we had known that was going to happen, we would have happily gotten another Bulu, but, you know, come what may. So, Okay, we get a choice band. We probably want that later in the match, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't think we need to attach it yet because it's not going to do anything for us. We'll go ahead and strong charge onto Bulu, and we'll just take a KO on the Vulpix. The other possibility that we could do would be to strong charge onto Koko and spread some damage that way. But I think just taking the KO to shut down his ability to beacon. Of course, we're not discarding energy. I think taking the KO and slowing down his development is our best bet. There's our prized Grubbin. I think Fan Club might be one of our prizes. Alright, we see our opponent do some evolving, getting up to a Decidueye. One Decidueye. And what's next? Place down a Floatstone. And a Lele. Okay. Lele's going to grab a supporter. And that support is going to be a Sycamore. Sycamores for 7 new cards. Gets another Vulpix out. And a Forest. So we'll probably see another Decidueye soon. One Feather Arrow onto the Vikavolt. That's a reasonable play, but it's going to take a long time to take out Vikavolt this way. Especially by bringing the Vulpix active, it helps him and that he'll get another Decidueye up, but it hurts him and that he's not going to get a Ninetales, because I'm just going to take another KO. Evens up our prize trade, and I think that's good for us. So we see a Decidueye, and we see a Rowlet coming down. Okay, we get another Bulu. I don't want to bench him just yet, because I think we might want to save that last spot for a Lele, since we are drawing fairly slow. So, yeah, it's tempting. We could set up a backup attacker, but I think we're better off just hanging out. We could strong charge, but we don't need to. Strong charge onto the Koko. Okay, and we got a Skyla, so we should be able to make something happen next turn. Because if nothing else, we can Skyla for an Ultra Ball and discard the Bulu and the Grubbin, and then play down, I guess, a Shaymin. We'll see. Alrighty. I see a Choice Band come down onto a Decidueye. So he has free retreat with one Decidueye, and he can't get free retreat with the other. That might be worth knowing. We might be able to use that to our advantage. Okay, we see him Ultra Ball for a Dartrix. Trying to get that third and an in. Okay, well that's fine. We'll get some new cards. We don't have to make the desperation Ultra Ball play. Oh, we get a Tapu Lele. So, what we may decide to do is Lele. What could we Lele for? I'm trying to decide what's best. Probably for a Lysandre to get the Decidueye with the Choice Band. That way, it'll be hard for him to retreat. We'll have to do a 2-hit KO, but that's okay. So let's see. Does our opponent not have any energy? They're down to 22 cards and they don't have any energy yet? That's crazy. I guess typically this list does play a low amount, but okay, we do see a grass energy come out. So that's at least something. The low energy account, by the way, is why Drampa-based decks can do really well against this deck too, because you get rid of their DCEs and then suddenly all they can do is fling arrows at you. But he's gonna Hollow Hunt. Get back some cards from his discard. See what he gets back. Just double checking to see what our discard looked like as far as energy. Make sure we didn't need a Skyla for an Energy Recycler or anything. Okay, so we see a Vulpix, a Revitalizer, and a VS Seeker. So he's gonna have a third Vulpix out. That's fine. Let's go ahead and put the Fighting Fury Belt onto Bulu. Get that boost in HP. And then we'll go ahead and stick one on Tapu Koko as well. That way Koko can't be one-hit KO'd. It'll take lots of arrows, which means he can help us out later. And then we'll go ahead and bench Tapu Lele. And like I said before, I think that we want to get a Lysandre. So we can sort of beat them at their own game by trapping in the active their Decidueye. This is the one that would do the most damage. He'd be able to hit for 120 instead of 90, which would let him 2-hit KO even our Fury Belted Bulu. I am going to discard the energy because we have a grass energy in hand. I kind of think that it's unlikely that our opponent will in us when we only have 2 cards and didn't play a draw supporter last hand, but we'll see. I welcome the extra cards as long as we get an energy back. Or a switch. Even a switch would be okay. Because the nice thing is, with 50 HP left, we get Koko out there. He's going to hit for 30 the first time, and then he wouldn't be able to be KO'd. So he'd be able to hit again and KO the Decidueye that has the damage on it, while also putting damage around the field to help Bulu out in a future turn. We're also kind of looking for the opportunity to go ahead and Rare Candy up the other Grubbin, because if our opponent keeps targeting Vikavolt, particularly we saw them get that Vulpix back last turn. So if they make that a Ninetales, they could put 2 arrows on Vikavolt between this turn and next turn. Well, I guess really just this turn, unless they get another. A Shaymin. They have too many cards for okay. They just wanted to get Shaymin out of their deck. That's kind of different, but alright. And what are we going to see? Were they just playing the Ultra Ball to thin their deck? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so anyway, so what I was saying before. Oh, okay. We see a DC go on to Lele. Let's think about this. Lele, if with a fully charged Bulu, is hitting for 100 right now. If they were able to stick another DC on, it'd be 140. Which would be a 2-hit KO, but we would be able to one-shot Lele if they somehow, and they'd have to, I don't think Decidueye plays any switch cards other than the Floatstones. Trying to decide what I think now. There's a Feather Arrow. So one onto the Grubbin on the bench and one onto Bulu. So hitting the Grubbin means they can get a prize card with Ninetales if and when they get him out. We're gonna go ahead and power up Bulu. We know we want that to happen. And we do have enough energy. We could do this one more time. But we don't want to discard, obviously, for this small an amount. We can't Horn Attack. That'd leave us 10 hit points shy. So I guess we're going to, we can Nature's Judgment. Okay. Why didn't they put more damage on Bulu? They may have a Field Blower in hand. They're waiting to play. Because if they Field Blower off and then do one arrow and attach a DC to Lele, that would be a KO on Bulu. So I think we need to use the GX attack to heal the 20 damage just to keep this out of their Tapu Lele KO range. We get a Skyla, which means we can have... Well, there are lots of options. We could get another Vikavolt next turn. We can get an Energy Recycler, which might be worth it. I'd rather play the Recycler after we've discarded our energy, but we might even decide to retreat into Koko. Okay. We're going to get End again, down to 2 cards. And if that happens, let's see. If we don't have any way to attack anyone other than the Decidueye, which looks like we won't. So he didn't have a Field Blower. I'm guessing he still doesn't. Let me see a Feather Arrow come on to Bulu. Probably get 2 of those. He attached again to Lele, so that was part of his plan. So what I think we want to do is hit a few times with Koko. Oh, we top decked a switch. That's even better. So we can use the switch, get Koko out, and now we can strong charge onto Koko. We still have enough that we could do a strong charge onto Bulu one more time. But hopefully we won't need to now because we're hitting the active for 30 and then everything else for 20. So that's moving much closer to having things in KO range. If he has another DCE, that's 90 damage on the Koko plus, I guess that would be enough to KO us. Because 90 plus 60. We see another N. Alrighty. He's digging for something. Maybe he's digging for that DCE. And we get a Grass Energy and a Shaymin. Okay, so I think we're gonna retreat Koko into Bulu. If he KOs Koko, then that's something different. But I'm guessing that's not gonna happen. So if we retreat Koko into Bulu, and then oh, there's the victory screen. Okay, well, our plan there was to retreat Koko into Bulu, attack with Bulu, and put as much damage as we can onto the active Decidueye, and then next turn hitting with Koko would have been enough to get really close, or we may have been able, if he KO'd Koko, then we'd play the Shaymin, get some cards, and go from there. But anyway, went pretty well. We were ahead with two prizes left to 6, so definitely a match we were destined to win, I think, from that point. With that, we'll go ahead and wrap up for today. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe if you can. I appreciate it. Thanks.